In this video, children, I am going to start chapter 12 of class 11th maths, that is Introduction to Three-Dimensional Geometry. In previous chapter, children, we have discussed that in order to locate the position of a point in a plane, we have two fixed mutually perpendicular lines in a plane and two real numbers which are the distances of the point from these lines, that are coordinates. These lines are called coordinate axes and two numbers are called coordinate of the point with respect to the axes. So a point in a plane has two coordinates. Now in physical world we have to deal with the point which lie in a space. For example, consider a rubber ball dropped vertically in a room. The point on the floor where the ball strikes can be uniquely determined with reference to the axes taken along the length and the breadth of the room. When the ball bounces back vertically upward, the position of a ball in space at any moment cannot be determined with reference to two fixed coordinate axes earlier. At any instant, the position of the ball can be uniquely determined if in addition we know the height of the ball above the floor. So, we require three real numbers, which are the distances of the point from the two adjacent wall and the floor. These three numbers are called coordinates of the point. So, a point in space has three coordinates. In this chapter, children, we shall first discuss some basic concepts of three-dimensional geometry and then study two important formulas, that are distance formula and section formula. In two-dimensional coordinate axes, already we did in 10th standard distance formula and section formula. Here we will deal in three-dimensional geometry. Now, three-dimensional rectangular coordinate system. This is three-dimensional. This is XOX line, YOY dash and ZO Z dash. Let O be a fixed point in space known as origin. Let XOX dash, Y dash OY and Z dash OZ be three mutually perpendicular lines in space as shown in this figure. These three lines are called rectangular axes of coordinates and named as x-axis, y-axis and z-axis respectively. The planes containing the lines XOX dash and YOY dash is named as XY plane. The plane containing the lines YOY dash and ZOZ dash is named as YZ plane. And the plane containing the line ZOZ dash and XOX dash is named as XZ plane. These three planes are called coordinate planes. Now, the next concept we have to study is octant. In two-dimensional coordinate system, we have quadrants, and in three-dimensional coordinate system, we have octants. Now, we know the coordinate axis in two-dimensional plane, as I told you earlier, divide the plane into four parts. That is OXY, OXY, OX dash Y, OX dash Y dash and OXY dash as shown in the figure 12.2. Plus plus, minus minus and plus minus. These four parts are called quadrants and can be numbered with Roman numerals, that is first, second, third and fourth quadrant respectively. The sign of the coordinate of point determines the quadrant in which the point lies. The following are the sign of the quadrant, that is x and y. First plus plus, second quadrant minus plus, third minus minus, and fourth plus minus. Now what happens in 3-dimensional? The coordinate axis in 3-dimensional space divides the space into 8 parts. Ox yz, Ox dash yz, Ox dash y dash z, Ox y dash z, Ox yz dash, Ox dash yz dash, Ox dash y dash z dash, and Ox y dash z dash as shown in this figure. Total 8 parts are here. These 8 parts are called octants and can be numbered with the Roman numerals, that is 1 to 8 respectively. The sign of the coordinate of the point in octant in which the point lies, these are the following quadrants where x, y, z signs are here. Now what we have to do, first in first 4 quadrants, x, y is plus plus minus plus plus minus minus plus minus. Again repeat these signs from 5th onwards, plus plus minus plus minus minus plus minus. For first 4 section the z be plus, and then after for all 4 sections z will be minus. These are the sign of the octants. In first octant x, y, z all are plus plus plus. In second x minus y plus z plus, that is, it is written here, x minus x dash y z. Similarly in 8th quadrant x plus y minus z minus. These are the sign of the octants. Now these are the planes. Let A be any point on the space, then x is equals to perpendicular distance of A from yz plane. Then after y is perpendicular distance of A from xz plane, and z is perpendicular distance of A from xy plane. From point A, this perpendicular distance, and this one and this one. Then x, y, z are called coordinates of A, and we denote it as A, x, y, z. Given a point with coordinate x, y, z, we can identify the octant number in which it lies. We can decide it by the sign of x, y and z axis. Now, reflection of a point in a coordinate plane. The reflection of a point in coordinate plane is a point which is mirror image of given point. The coordinate plane is treated as a mirror. Then we reflect a point when we reflect a point xyz in a coordinate plane, say xy plane. We move from the above plane to the below plane and vice versa. This means simply changing the sign of the third variable. We have the following: the reflection of point xyz in xy plane. XY plane means z will be in opposite sign. That means z will be negative here. The reflection of point xyz in yz plane, here yz be same and x will be reflected. The reflection of point xyz in xz plane is x minus y and z. These are the reflection of a point in 3-dimensional coordinate plane. Now, based on this concept, some questions are in exercise 12.1. Question based on what are the points on x, y, z axes, what are the point that lies on planes, and the reflection of a point, name of the octant at which the point lies. Some questions are here. Now, the first question is: name the octant in which the following point lie. 1, 2, 3, x plus y plus z plus, it lies in first octant. Here in second question, x minus y plus z plus, that means it lies in second quadrant. Here x minus y minus and z plus, third octant. This way we can do all the questions that is given in NCERT. Now, question number 2 is, if a point P 2, 4, 5, this is a point P that is 2, 4, 5, then find the coordinates of A, B, C, D, E, F here. Now, since P is 2, 4, 5, the point A, this is the point A, it lies on x-axis, therefore its point B 2, 0, 0. Point B, it lies on y-axis, then definitely it is 0, 4, 5. Point C lies on z-axis, therefore this point is 0, 0, 5. Now, point D. Point D lies on xy plane. D lies on xy plane, therefore its point B 2, 4, 0 because here z is 0. Point E lies on zy plane. That means here x be 0. That means its coordinate is 0, 4, 5. Point F lies on xz plane. Therefore here y will be 0. Its coordinate be 2, 0, 5. This way we can find all the points on the axes or on the plane. Now, in question number 3, write the coordinate of foot of perpendicular drawn from the point 2, 4, 5 on x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, xy plane, yz plane and xz plane. Now, given the point is 2, 4, 5. Therefore, the foot of perpendicular drawn from 2, 4, 5 on the x-axis is 2, 0, 0. Similarly, on y-axis, it will be 0, 4, 0. On z-axis, it will be 0, 0, 5. Foot of perpendicular drawn from 2, 4, 5 on xy plane. XY plane, that means z is 0, that is 2, 4, 0. On YZ plane 0, 4, 5 and ZX plane it will be 2, 0, 5. This way we can find out foot of perpendicular on axes or plane. Now, question number 3 is, let ABC be the foot of perpendicular from a point P on XY, YZ and XZ plane respectively. Find the coordinates of ABC where the point P is 4, -3 and -5. Now, given point is 4, -3, -5. Also, it is given that ABC are foot of perpendicular from the point P on XY, YZ and XZ plane respectively. On XY plane, that means Z will be 0, it is 4, -3, 0. YZ plane, that means X will be 0, 0, -3, -5. And in XZ plane, that is 4, 0, -5. This way, we can find out the coordinates of the point. Now, write the coordinates of the reflection. That means mirror image of a point this -3, 2, 7 in XY plane. The mirror reflection of the point -3, 2, 7 in XY plane is, here x and y will be same and z will be opposite, that is -7. The mirror image of this in XY plane be -3, 2, -7. The reflection of the point -3, 2, 7 in YZ plane, that means x will be negative, -3 will be +3, 2, 7. And the reflection of the point -3 to 7 in XZ plane is -3, -2 and 7. This way you this way you have to do the questions that is given in exercise 12.1, I have explained all the questions that are in exercise 12.12. Thank you.